The big story is Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin fans are okay with Gennady Golovkin and Canelo never fighting Jermall Charlo, who is a mandatory for that WBC green belt. Gennady Golovkin had the one Canelo Alvarez gave up when he chose not to fight Gennady Golovkin when he was a mandatory couple. The sad thing is that Canelo Alvarez gave up the belt instead of fighting his mandatory, which was Triple G. He gave up his belt and fought Amir Khan and flattened Amir Khan, Glass-Chin Khan, who moved up 2 weight classes. And right after the fight, Amir Khan and Virgil Hunter started screaming, "Hey man, you need to fight Gennady Golovkin. You need to fight Gennady Golovkin." I mean, it was like the funniest thing ever. I think the build-up was like for 2.5 years, maybe 3. Oscar De La Hoya tried to build up the fight. He's gonna say, I didn't let the fight build too long, like Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. That fight was built for like 6 years. This fight was only built for like 2 years, maybe 3. Come on, Oscar De La Hoya. Fight fans don't want to hear that. We want to see the fight when we want to see the fight. We paid to see these. But it's crazy and sad to see that fans are actually coming on the internet, finding all the excuses in the world. Even boxing, the new media, even guys on YouTube are finding excuses why Canelo Alvarez or Gennady Golovkin shouldn't fight Jermall Charlo, who is mandatory for the green belt, which Gennady Golovkin holds. But there's some stipulations to that, which I'm about to get into. The thing with that fight is, if Canelo Alvarez wins the fight, I don't think he's gonna be accepting the green belt, the WBC belt. So Jermall Charlo may not fight Canelo Alvarez, but if Gennady Golovkin wins the fight, Gennady Golovkin is gonna have his green belt still, which Jermall Charlo is mandatory for. But he can also choose to unify with Billy Joe Saunders, who has Gennady Golovkin can choose to unify with Billy Joe Saunders and duck his mandatory, which is Jermall Charlo, if he beats Canelo. But if Canelo beats Gennady Golovkin, he has the belt, but he might not choose to take the green belt, so he might just want to unify with Billy Joe Saunders. But then again, Canelo Alvarez said he didn't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo Alvarez said he didn't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders. His team, Eric Gomez and them, they said Billy Joe Saunders was a runner like Lara. They don't want to fight guys like that. So I don't know who else is there for Canelo Alvarez to fight, if not Jermall Charlo, or maybe a third fight with Gennady Golovkin if he beats Gennady Golovkin. But I wouldn't want to see a third fight if he beats him. I say if he beats him, he needs to unify with Billy Joe Saunders, or fight Danny Jacob or Demetrius Andrade. There's a lot of guys in that 160-pound division that's making noise now. Demetrius Andrade is up there. Danny Jacob is up there. Canelo could fight a Danny Jacobs. I mean, the 160-pound division is finally starting to heat up. And these fans are okay with their fighters ducking. I'm about to give you some of the excuses there. These guys fail to realize what mandatory means. Your guy have to fight or give up the belt. Just like Canelo Alvarez did when he gave up the belt to Gennady Golovkin. If GGG wins, he has to give up that belt to Jermall Charlo, or he had to fight Jermall Charlo. And we already, if you wasn't paying attention, Dante Boxing Nation did an interview with Abel Sanchez. Abel Sanchez said they don't want to fight Jermall Charlo, so I guess they're going to give up that belt. Abel Sanchez said he didn't want to fight Jermall Charlo because Jermall Charlo is disrespectful. He wasn't going about it the right way. And also the fans of Jermall Charlo and Canelo are saying Jermall Charlo hasn't beaten anybody, but yet he's the mandatory. And they're also saying as high risk and low rewards. Like, you guys are fans. Why are you worrying about what fighters are making? I don't understand these fans. This new generation of fanboys has taken fanboys to another level. These guys are playing promoters and advisors now. They're pretty much on the internet saying a guy shouldn't fight if the best fighter shouldn't fight the best fighter. If you believe your fighter can beat the guy easy, then they should fight. But if you believe your fighter could lose, that's why you're trying to say your fighter shouldn't fight that guy, because you don't want to see your fighter lose. These fanboys just need to be honest. They just need to be honest and say, yeah, there's a possibility my fighter could lose, so I don't want to see that fight. Instead of saying, it doesn't make sense, the money isn't right, he isn't a pay-per-view star, this and that, that and that. That's not your business whether he's a pay-per-view star or not, whether the money isn't right. Your business is just wants to see the best versus the best. That's what everybody should want to see, the best versus the best.
Now we killing